Hi, this is Dan with Alliance Mortgage, and welcome to Bad Credit Home Loans, the home of inexpensive loans. And we're going to talk about some of the things about bad credit home loans and what happens here exactly. How do you get bad credit home loans? And if you have problems getting it, we're going to go into it. So let's get into it and start off with bad credit home loans. How do people get bad credit? And that is one of the most important considerations there is, because there are several reasons you can get a bad credit home loan. Bad credit on your profile. You may have economic reasons, which is we are seeing here a lot lately because of the 2008 recession. A lot of economic conditions have provided have such conditions that you may end up having some kind of a delinquencies in your mortgage or in your late payments. Also, a divorce in the family. If you have a divorce, one of the spouses gets stuck with the other person's debts, and bad credit results. Unemployment is one of the most important reasons that bad credit usually comes around, because if you're laid off from a job and you haven't worked for years or months, then naturally it will suffer on your credit profile. A death in the family, a major illness, or any other life circumstances that you could have, which can create a situation where your credit starts suffering, your credit profiles start suffering. So these are some of the reasons that credit reports get damaged, and they are then what we call is bad credit home loans, bad credit. And about 80% of the population, usually adult population, working population, have some form of bad credit. So you're not alone in this whole scenario of bad credit home loans. Let's go into it and see what happens here. What happens if we have bad credit? You may have bad credit. What is a bad credit? Usually a bad credit home loan is a loan for people who have 620 or 600. It just depends who you ask these days. Those are the lines where if you have less than 600 FICO scores on your credit report, a middle FICO score, not the one FICO, then you have bad credit. So these bad credits could be because of the 30 days late and 60-day late, or just simply mortgage delinquencies on your credit report. Rest of the credit may be fine. Repossessions of any kind that you may have, a car repossession, motorcycle, boat, or any other things. Bankruptcy, if you had filed a recent bankruptcy or you're in bankruptcy, chapter 13, or any other bankruptcy, it will definitely affect your credit. If you file a bankruptcy, it will stay on your credit report for at least 10 years in most states. Excessive amount of revolving debt or credit cards and other things that are you carrying here would also lower your FICO scores. High debt to income ratio. What it means is that your income, the ratio of your debts every month calculated to your income, is over 50%, and most lenders usually now look at 30 to 40%. Charge-offs, collections, other things, they can all just add up with that bad credit. So here we go with these bad credit home loans. How? For borrowers, usually if you have a 620 mid FICO score, means you take 3 scores and your middle score is about 620 or 600, depending on who you ask these days, you have bad credit. So what can you do about these things? First thing, you need to get a copy of your credit reports and examine that and look at all 3 major scores, not just one score, all 3 major scores. There are 3 bureaus, major bureaus, and then you have to look at all of their scores. Correct anything that you find in your report, or have somebody do it, because you can also dispute some of the items. You can have the creditor look at it and correct it, but it's a time consuming process for most people. You can lower your excessive debt just by paying off some of the credit cards and some things that you have, or you can negotiate your charge-offs and collections and get them paid as best as you can. Now, this is not easy to do, but it takes some time, and we look at it here. Then once you have that taken care of, you need to be getting pre-qualified by a mortgage broker and getting evaluated. Get yourself pre-qualified with a mortgage broker or mortgage company. Get all your paperwork in order, and also you need to take action and actively pursue your goals of getting a home loan. These are some of the steps that we can talk about. If you need more information, please click below and go to this website.